Time for our weekly edition of Better Biking. Tracy Fluke is here from We Bike. We are talking about touring, biking, camping, just getting out there with the family. Tell us a little bit about how you and Peter got started with your girls.
How we started with our girls for many, many years. We used to take our family bike ride, and we teamed up with another family. We biked out to Shawano on the Mountain Bay Trail, spent the night at the hotel there, had pizza, swam, had a great time, and then biked back the next day. The kids loved it. It was just a great event, and it was a great way to get everybody out and moving.
And I think that's something that people need to understand, that it doesn't have to be super far away or a long trip. It could be right here in Northeast Wisconsin.
Oh, exactly. I mean, the first time you go touring, it can be any distance that you want it to be. You could do a loop, start at home, come back to your home. You can bike somewhere, bike to a friend's house, spend the night there, bike to some family member's house and spend the night there. So you can do anything that you want to do. Do it on your own, do it with a group. Do some family biking. I mean, there's a lot of different options out there, and you can do whatever you want to do to get going.
Do you have any advice for people who, they do bike and things like that, and they're thinking about taking kids for the first time? Advice for, families just kind of starting?
Family starting, do a short trip and do a fun one. Bike to an ice cream shop. Or bike to some friend's house and spend some time with them and then come back. So make it short, make it easy for the kids, because otherwise they'll get bored and they won't enjoy it and they'll go the other way on you. So make sure you have something that they like to. Stop at a playground. Let them go and play in the swings for a while, then hop back on the bike and head home.
And then if you want to go to those longer trips like you and Peter kind of do, maybe not as long as you and Peter do across the country, but if you want to build up, how do you do that?
Absolutely. Start with maybe go out for one overnight. And then keep adding days on and see how it goes. And before you know it, you might be up to a week and you're like, hey, we can really do this. And then all of a sudden you go to 2 weeks and say, well, that was pretty easy. So just keep adding on and then see how it goes. And Peter and I, before we went on our first cross-country trip, we hadn't biked more than 2 weeks in a row.
Really?
And we figured, well, if we did 2 weeks, we could probably put multiple 2 weeks together. And we did, luckily.
And you also, have people out there who do want to camp and things like that.
Yes.
Carry packs and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have bags that we hang on our bike that we carry all of our gear in. And if you don't want to carry all your gear, you can also convince someone to be a SAG vehicle for you.
I love this idea.
Yes. So they can carry all your gear and your supplies for you. They just meet you out at your ending point. You have a nice night with them, and then you can continue on the next day. They can follow you out. So it's a great way to get started if you don't want to carry all your gear, if you just don't have the ability to
That's a good idea for like grandparents or something like that. Take like a little baby maybe even in the car and meet you guys there.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, on the first part of our trip, when we first biked cross country, we went through the Cascades. Peter's mom and her partner Rod actually sagged us over the Cascades. So they had an RV, and it was nothing greater than when we had biked 6 hours uphill, got to the top, they were waiting for us with food, something to drink, and warm clothes to put on for our downhill ride.
So that's the way to do it. You guys are also taking off on your really big trip June 3rd.
Yes.
You're inviting people.
We are. June 3rd through the 5th is actually Adventure Cycling's National Bike Tour weekend. So they're encouraging people to get out and bike, and we would love people to start with us, whether you want to bike for an hour, whether you want to bike a day, you want to spend the night with us somewhere, we would love to have you. So we want to encourage everybody to get out and try it. And if you want to head out with us, we'll have more information on our website and also on our Facebook. So look for that, and hopefully we'll get a lot of people to come out and ride with us.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Tracy. National Bike Travel Weekend, again, June 3rd through the 5th. Tracy and Peter are going to be leaving on June 3rd for a group adventure down Route 66. For more touring info and how to join them, just head to our website and click on the story. Coming up next, we have some